Return of the King, Week 5, Self-Worth. In Western culture, there's a huge push for success. To be successful. That's what everyone wants to strive for. But what does that mean? It means that everybody in the Western culture feels high self-worth or high self-esteem when they are successful. That's the goal of a lot of people. So we need to define what success is. Now, early in my athletic career, I equated winning to success, and that made a lot of sense in the sports that I was competing in, especially wrestling. If you're on a mat and you come out victorious, you win. And if you're winning, you're considered to be a successful wrestler. Well, this is a faulty way of thinking, because unconsciously we tie success to self-worth. And if we tie winning to success, then we're tying winning to self-worth. And no athlete can stay in their prime forever. So eventually, this means that an individual that's competing in a sport is going to be equating their self-worth to their ability to win. And eventually, that ability to win is going to go away. And it should not be the circumstance that that feeling of self-worth goes away. People need to look past winning and see what is success. What is it to be successful? And it was probably around the time that I got my pro card in 2010 that I began to think more deeply on this subject and realized that for me, success meant to be the best you. More clearly, it meant to perform to the best of your mind and body's ability. And that doesn't mean to be in your prime. It means to represent yourself the best way possible. The current you. That could be old you, that could be young you, that could be uneducated you, that could be educated you. It means to represent yourself well. To do well with what you have. While winning is simply being the best that is present, or being the best at something that's being evaluated. And so both of these schools of thought, the idea that winning is equivalent to success, which is tied to self-worth, and winning and success are separate, both of these schools of thought have their different pros and cons. But I would say the biggest difference of winning being tied to success is that it can be easily lost. And the fact that success is tied to self-worth means that your own self-worth can be easily lost. While the idea of success being separate from winning allows you to maintain that self-worth even though you may not be winning anymore, even though you may not be competing, doing these different things, it comes down to an evolution of yourself, and it comes down to an evaluation of what you are doing with the circumstances that you're in. If you have any questions about this viewpoint, feel free to contact me on Facebook or YouTube or my blog or anywhere like that. And for the rest of the video, I will be talking about my training for this week. I suppose an important announcement is that I will be going to the August 2nd contest over in Indiana. I know in the last video I indicated that I would not be going there, but I have decided to gamble a little bit. There is a fair amount of prize money over there, and I hate to compete for prize money, for the sole purpose of prize money, I should say. But in this circumstance, it seems that if I were to do reasonably well, I would be able to pay for both of my trips to nationals this year, which would be nice. So I'm gonna roll the dice and go for it. Here we have training for the yoke farmers sled drag medley, and this is a yoke that I've made. It is an axle with kettlebells hanging from it, which is very much like a chain yoke. However, the height is a little bit goofy, and you know, that's just trying to make it work. Fortunately, in week 7, I will be getting a chance to train on the yoke out in Squim. So, and I will get a chance to train on some mini kegs, which I haven't touched in several months, which will be present at the August 2nd show. So we're going to see how that goes. It's going to be interesting. Some of these medleys coming up for this contest have just been destroying me. I feel like they're really long, and I feel like some guys are really going to struggle to finish some of these medleys, especially the loading medley. I know I know I'm a little bit out of shape, but I don't feel like I should be as destroyed as I've been feeling after only a couple sets. And that about wraps it up. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to post them in the box below. Another thing that you could comment is something that you'd like me to talk on, a subject or an idea. I have a few ideas left to speak on, but I also want to know what you guys want to hear about. So feel free to leave that in the box below, and I'll catch you guys in week 6.